Good morning to all of the students. Yesterday we are learning about living world and classification of microbes, and we are discussing on the five kingdom. So on the five kingdom we discuss kingdom Monera, kingdom Protista, and we are discussing on kingdom Fungi. Now kingdom Fungi, as I already told you, if you will take a bread or you will take a bhakri, a piece, and just put on a container for 2 or 3 days, and after 2 3 days you will observe that that has a fully like a small particle has been spreaded if you will take in a hand, and that small particle if you will take observe in a microscope, so you will see how the fungi figure is there. Just see sporangium, colomania, opiosis, hypha, sporangium sphere, sporangiospores. This is a small particle of the fungi. Now the most they given as a characteristics of the fungi is there. Fungi that has a non-green colors, eukaryotic I told you, multicellular, well membrane developed, you are heterotrophic depending other for their foods. Now saprophytes I told you they are depending on the dead organisms they feed. Now they told as a chitin they are telling as cell wall is there. Cell wall of the fungi we are telling as a chitin. Cellulose is not there. If cellulose will be there, then plant cell wall will be there, but here cellulose is not there in the fungi. Now fungi they are telling has a characteristic of sexual also and asexual reproduction. Fungi, if you will say, just say, take an example of baker yeast, they given asparagus, fungus on cone, and penicillium and mushroom you know very well, we are using in day-to-day life. Mushroom is of the two type. The peoples that you are using for the food purpose and the wild mushrooms are there. You are looking the figure, the some fungi they given, the above as a wild mushroom. Now we will discuss on the microbes, classification of the microbes. Microbes is the small part. Microorganisms is there, but the micro is in a numbers. There are a lot of the microbes are there, small to small one. 1 meter they are telling as a 10⁶ micrometer. That is we are telling as a mu meter. Micrometer. That is 10⁶. That is 1000 something 00. It will be there around 10 lakh. And 1 meter they given as a 10⁹ nanometer. So whenever we are telling about microorganisms, bacteria, virus, they are always writing in a micrometer or nanometer. Just see an example of the bacteria. They given the size of the bacteria 1 micrometer to 10 micrometer. That much of the smalls are there. Bacteria they are telling is a unicellular, independent, not depending on the others. Parasitic organisms decaying on the depending on the dead organisms for the food purpose. Some bacteria they are forming as in a colony. Just see the colony they given. Coccus are there, Coccobacillus, Bacillus, Vibrio, Spirillums. This kind of the bacteria they are forming as in a colony. This kind of the colony they are forming on the surroundings. Now bacteria they are telling us in a prokaryotic, that is unicellular organisms are there, but in this the cell wall are present. Nucleus is also present. Nucleus are absent. Nucleus or cell organelles are absent here. Now they are telling us in a simple binary fissions. If you are cutting a binary fission means dividing into two equal parts. Two parts they reproduce by, means the one can be double. In a favor they are telling bacteria grow vigorously, means they are growing more faster. In 20 minutes their colonies are more and more, means surrounding the bacteria organisms are there totally in a water. More and more bacteria are their surroundings. Then we will discuss about the protozoa. Protozoa that you are looking as an example of the amoeba you have seen, parameciums. Amoeba, parameciums, this all are in a dirty water. You will see, as I told you, as in a paramecium, if you will go in if you will take a pond water, a drop of these slides, just take a drop of the water and observe in a slides, you will see the paramecium figures easily. Now here protozoa they are telling, protozoa you will get in a soil also, fresh water also, in a sea water also. This one they given, protozoa one. Some are found in the body of the other organisms and are pathogens. They are telling few of the protozoa they are forming on the other organisms also, means depending on the other, or we can say other means it can be a living ones. And pathogenics means we are telling that causes disease, and that cause disease we are telling through viruses or bacteria. Pathogenics that we are telling, one, they are unicellular, a single cell one organisms are there, and but eukaryotic are there. Now there is a variations in the structure, organ of locomotion, movement, they are moving according to their body structures. Now mode of nutrition among protozoa they are telling, according to the nutrition they are taking nutrition of the foods. Now they tell us organisms reproduce by cell division. Cell division means a simple cell can be divided into two, and from that cell they are growing numerous multi protozoa can be occur. Now example they given as an amoeba is there, paramecium, free living dirty water they are telling here, and amoeba histology that causes amoebasis. Amoebasis you are telling as an infection of the intestine. When you are eating outside food, by eating or drinking foods, lot of the time the outside food when you are eating that causes stomach pain, so that caused by the amoebasis we are telling. Plasmodium vivax that cause malaria here. Then euglena autotrophic means according to the sunlights. Fungi, as I told you about the baker yeast and mushrooms, but their size is about what, 10 raised to 10 micrometer to 100 micrometers. That already we discussed on the kingdom 3 fungi. The same thing here they told in the fungi one. Now just we will go on the algae. Algae they are told as a 10 micrometer to 100 micrometer. Algae are mostly aquatic. You will get enough water surroundings. The greenery that you are looking, as example cholera, just see the figure they given. Now eukaryotic they given, and the unicellular autotrophic organisms. Autotrophic, with the help of the sunlight they are preparing their foods. Photosynthesis are there. In the photosynthesis, the chloroplast, with the help of chloroplast the cell wall is easily present. Then they give an example chlorella and Chlamydomonas. The chlorella, just see how the greenery are there. They are growing easily on the wall also, moist surrounding. Viruses you know. Nowadays you have heard about the viruses lot of the places, and always you are hearing about the viruses. The viruses are 10 nanometer to 100 nanometer. But viruses is not a living organisms. We are telling viruses are there, but viruses are not living organisms. We are said as an organisms. This one. According to microbiology, the studies are there. They are carrying. In a Pune, just see, they given a page number about 2. Institutional work they given. National Institute of Virology, Pune is there. They are researching on the virus from 1952. Look, tomato wilt viruses. In a tomato also viruses are there. How the figure they given? 1.8. Some microorganisms. Now viruses, you will observe there viruses are 10 times to 100 times smaller than bacteria. Compared to bacteria, they are much more smaller, and we have to observe in an electron microscope. We cannot observe in a compound microscope, or we can say simple microscope. We have to use an electron microscope to look the viruses, and they are independent viruses. They are forming as a DNA molecule, that is deoxyribonucleic acid or ribonucleic acid. They are forming as a protein code in the DNA and RNA. Because of this, the viruses increase the fever. They are making our body fully as a sick type, and totally we are having a fever or different kind of the diseases we are having because of these viruses. Viruses, they are telling they are surviving in a water also, plant also, and in an animal cell also they are surviving, and they produce protein in a host cell. The main cell are there with the main cell of the protein they are growing more and more, and because of this the peoples are getting easily diseases. So they are destroying the host cell, and once the host cell are destroying, the peoples are getting easily disease or a fever. And the free viruses get again infect new cells, and the free viruses are there in our body. Once the viruses are entering, the free virus infect the new cells, and the numerous increasing of the viruses are there of the new and again cells. We can say the new and increasing number of the cells, and they are affecting the body. Viruses cause many diseases to plant and animals. They are telling they are causing the diseases to plants also and animals also. Now, in a human we are getting the polio viruses, but we are getting injections once we are born in the 3 month or 6 month. Influenza virus, then they are giving HIV, AIDS virus also there, cattle, that is picorna virus. Because of this, the cattle, and we can say the cattle are getting affected and they are not proper in conditions. Plant tomato wilt viruses, the tomato are getting totally wet, they are moist in the fully condition. Tomato mosaic virus, etc. That is bacteriophages, that is virus attack bacteria, means the virus directly attacking on the bacteria here. So this is the end of the chapter. We will discuss tomorrow the next thing. And have a nice day to all of you.